Hey everybody, welcome back to my layout. So it's November 2nd, 2015, and finally getting around to getting a layout update out to you guys. This past month we're going to look at a few new things that came in. We have the Walthers new mainline 53-foot well cars that came in. We'll take a look at my first 3D printed model that I've purchased. It's from Shapeways. We'll have a look at that. I made some more LEDs. It's the 603, the small ones, and some sad but good news at the same time, and I'll talk about it at the end of this video, but the days of this layout are numbered. So we'll get right into it, and the first thing we'll have a look at is the new Walthers 53-foot well cars. So I bought quite a few of these. I got half a dozen of these CP road numbers. So when I first got them, I was already disappointed because they were calling it a 3-pack, like, you know, with the shared, which I assume meant the shared trucks. But what Walthers did was just literally package 3 standalone well cars together. So you just get 3 standalone well cars, which is fine, but when you think you're going to get the 3-pack and then you get 3 standalones, for people that have smaller layouts like me, it kind of affects your train length because now you've got, you know, 2 extra coupler joints instead of the shared wheel set. So that was kind of disappointing right off the start. So, and then just like the older Walthers stuff, they just have the molded plastic grills. You know, they're not etched metal or anything. So there you can see on the B end, it's same deal, just the molded plastic walkways on them. The most disappointing thing I found about them though is the freewheeling ability of the trucks is very limited. It's not too bad when they're on the straights, they roll pretty good, but as soon as you put them on a curve, you'll hear it here. The wheels start to bind on the metal frame. And they won't even roll down 2% grade. So the die-cast frame is awesome. They're nice and heavy, but when you don't have the freewheeling trucks that allow it to see, it just stops dead because the wheels are grinding. And these are this curve here that its car is on is a 25-inch radius. So pretty disappointing. So what ended up happening was I had 3 of these on the intermodal train, about 20 cars on my layout, and because my layout has so many curves and the grades are 2% up and down, when the train was coming down with the engines in front pulling, you'd end up with these cars. They drag so badly that they're causing the train to jerk. Like all the slack would bunch in and then all the slack would run out, and all, you know, like just like that. So it looks like super unrealistic. It's really annoying. I ended up pulling these cars off the train because even with distributed power, the train was still, the slack would run in and pull out and kind of as it went down the hill. So kind of disappointing with these cars. I had ordered some more. I ordered some CN ones, but the distributor messed up and I didn't end up getting them. And I'm glad that I didn't get any more of these because they suck. If you had a layout with more generous curves, probably wouldn't be a problem. But with my layout and the tight curves and the hill and the 2% grade, these cars are not very good. So while on the same topic here, another Walthers item that I got in, this is a Scenemaster from Walthers, with these new run CN 53-foot containers. And unfortunately Walthers only released 1 road number, so I ended up buying 4 though because I like these containers so much. Let's open one up here and take a look. So these I was quite happy with, unlike the well cars. It would have been cooler if I did a few more road numbers, but containers aren't really that big a deal for me. I find I don't even end up looking at the road numbers after a while. So I got 4 of them. I was excited because these are the ribbed 53-foot containers that I haven't seen released yet by anyone. Concord did the smooth side one, so it was cool to get some of these ribbed 53-footers. Nice separately applied rods on the closing end, on the door end of the container, which is nice. And the printing is nice and sharp too. And there's the other end. So nice job on these containers by Walthers Scenemaster. Just would have been cool if they did a few more road numbers. So that's all the new rolling stock that came in over the last month. Let's hop into the office and take a look at my first 3D printed model from Shapeways. So the backstory on this is for the last few months I've been trying to find an accurate semi-trailer for frac sand for my Fremo module. Just to kind of round out the loading facility, you need to have a semi in there that's like getting loaded to complete the scene. So I've been trying to find one. Of course, nobody makes a ready to run version, but I did come across these Shapeways design that was made by a guy named Baz Trains. I'll put the link in the video info. So I was not sure what to expect from Shapeways, but I put an order in about, I think it took about 3 weeks to get here. And this is how it came, nicely packaged with a bunch of bubble wrap inside a box. Comes inside this little bag like this, and I was really surprised on the level of detail and actually how nice this is. So I think it's called Frosted High Detail or something like that. So it's like a frosted plastic, and it's a kit. The 2 circles on the bottom there are for the ends of the trailer, like that. Pretty nice though. When you zoom up close, you can see that some of the stuff, you know, it's a little gritty. You can see there. But overall, I mean, this is pretty cool that you could get this accurate model of this trailer, which is kind of an oddball semi-trailer that nobody's ever done before in HO. And you can just order this design and get sent right to your house. Pretty neat. Kind of a cool aspect of the hobby that's really starting to... I'm definitely going to get some more 3D printed stuff now that I've seen this one in person. So I'm going to paint it a chrome silver, and then, you know, do the tires black and paint the lights and stuff. And then I'll just use a ready to run semi-tractor for the front of it. Definitely cool. I really think this is the future of the hobby. This is really neat that, and it's awesome that the guy who designed this gets a few bucks too, which is really cool. So probably not the last 3D printed model I'm going to be ordering in. Definitely was on the pricey side, especially with the way the Canadian dollar is right now. I think this was about 55 bucks, all said and done, shipped to my house. But at the same time, to build one of these from scratch would be pretty much impossible. So I'm happy to pay the extra money to get this really cool and unique trailer for my Fremo module. So other than that little bit of new stuff I've got in, I haven't really done much on the layout. Unfortunately, over the last month I've been really busy. I did have a friend come over and he wanted to learn how to make these 603 wire basically to make these ditch light 603 LEDs. So he came over and we hung out and showed him how, and ended up making a few more of these. So I was running low, so this worked out good. So that's all I've really done modeling wise over the last month, guys. So now for the sad news, guys. Unfortunately, I've only got about 6 months maybe left having this layout down here. It's bittersweet. The reason is we're building a new place, so we're going to have to put this house on the market, and before I do that I think I'm going to have to take the layout out. And it's got to be totally cut up because the way it came down here, there's no way you can get it out in one piece like this, so I'll have to cut up all the rail and everything to break it down into a few pieces to get it out of the basement. So it's kind of bittersweet. I know it's exciting to build a new house, but at the same time kind of sad to get rid of this layout. I've had it down here for about 5 years, so another 5 or 6 months to enjoy it and run trains down here, and then I'm going to have to chop it up. So I'm kind of glad I've been shooting all these videos over the years on this layout, because it'll kind of live on forever on YouTube. So while it is sad that I got to get rid of this layout, at the same time I'm really excited because in the new place I'm going to build an even bigger layout, and starting all over with what I've learned on this layout, it's going to be pretty exciting. So I'm just in the planning stages now, and I'll show you guys the floor plan and everything on the next layout update when I've got more of the planning complete. And kind of I'm learning a new layout design program called AnyRail, and I'm just like plotting out my new basement and stuff on there, the area I'm going to have. So we'll get into that on the next layout update. So in the meantime, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.